Should I tell my friend that you'll take another if she had one better than this?
We'll look at it. Tell her to make it short and spicy. And if the main character is a girl, make sure she's married by the end.
Or dead, either way.
Excuse me?
Today, we are going to be discussing the multiple answers to the question, how are women portrayed in movies and television? Over the years, Hollywood has given us some great girl power movies, as well as strong and confident female characters. But too often, even today, there are still problems when it comes to accurately representing women on the screen. Women are portrayed negatively in movies and TV shows. They are objectified, stereotyped, and misrepresented in the film industry today. First is the matter of women's bodies being objectified on screen.
What?
It's easy to dress female characters in revealing clothing to attract attention. The male attention it's implied for is referred to as the male gaze. This means movies made for men, by men, and the very purpose is to show a false reality of women, or what men want women to be.
Why am I wearing this outfit in a jungle? Tiny little shorts and a leather halter top. I mean, what is this?
The next issue is the lack of female speaking parts in movies and television. Too often we see the token girl character or the romantic interest who doesn't even have a plot of their own. Only 30% of speaking characters in top movies are women, and only 31% in the most popular TV shows. This shows that female characters are less involved with the plot and aren't as represented on screen or in dialogue.
I love how independent my wife is, and because of that, I will not let her speak.
This leads us into the fact of less female characters altogether. Only 10% of the top 500 films feature a cast that is half male, half female. And only 22% of the top television shows have a balanced cast, which means most of the time there is more representation for men than women. The average ratio in movies is 2.25 male characters for every 1 female character. Next up, we are discussing harmful stereotypes for women in movies and television, which can make women seem crazy, overly emotional, like they're not like other girls, just plain weird, or just plain stupid. But that doesn't mean these movies are all bad, and sometimes stereotypes can be funny.
I'm in a dress, I have gel in my hair, I haven't slept all night, I'm starved, and I'm armed. Don't mess with me.
But when it comes to hurtful and demeaning stereotypes in Hollywood, they need to end.
Is your sister hot?
I guess so. She's got a great personality.
Ew.
Along with stereotypes goes the matter of the romantic interest. The romantic interest is always the skinny and traditionally pretty girl, but it also has to be the girl that doesn't know that she's pretty.
You're 17 years old. You don't have an ex-boyfriend?
No.
Really?
It's not her. Guys don't look at
That's
me like
shocking.
that. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. Guys look at you like that.
No.
I just saw 2 guys looking at you like that.
Because if a girl likes the way she looks, then she must be the villain. Most of the time, Hollywood conditions us to agree with their beauty norms. But sometimes they get it so misconstrued that they try to convince us that traditionally good-looking people are actually not pretty.
Why all the theatrics? You're hot, that's enough.
Movies must accomplish this to give us the secondary comic relief friend character. The audience is told that this character, who although traditionally good-looking, is not dateable.
could I get some cake, please?
Cake over here?
This can be harmful to female audiences who may view themselves as less than for being themselves or for not being a size 0, because in the fictional universe of this film, they would not be considered romantically applicable. The strong female lead has come a long way. In 2019, 40% of the top movies featured a female main character. And in 2017, the top 3 highest-grossing films were led by a woman. More important than just a female main character is a woman being portrayed accurately. The strong female lead is the concept of an inspiring woman serving as the main character in a film or television show. These women are important, as they are someone young girls and women can look up to and see themselves as.
What did I miss?
The oppressive patriarchal values that dictate our education.
Good.
An example of this character is Tris Pryor from Divergent. Tris is a character that falls into the dystopian hero category. Throughout the series, Tris is able to be brave and face obstacles, as well as help others. This makes Tris a strong role model and female lead. Next are the 2 leads of Frozen. Both Elsa and Anna portray signs of a well-written female character. Anna is able to be sensitive as well as strong.
It's true love!
Whoa!
Elsa is able to be tough and not rely on anyone else. Elsa proves that not all female characters need a love interest. especially if they have ice superpowers. The last example is Mia from La La Land. Mia is determined to accomplish her goals. She doesn't give up even when problems arise, and she doesn't let falling for a guy keep her from achieving her dreams. There is a lot to learn from Mia's character, and that makes her a great lead. It's important in movies and TV to show women in roles that can inspire a female audience. Women are portrayed more as nurses, secretaries, and teachers than any other career on screen. All these jobs are great, and the on-screen and real-life women that work these jobs are amazing. The only problem that comes is when female characters are not also being equally portrayed as higher-paying jobs, such as CEOs, lawyers, or political figures. This kind of positive representation can help young girls feel like they can do anything and be anyone in their real life.
Why didn't you just reprogram the synapses to work collectively?
Because we didn't think of it?
I'm sure you did your best.
Many of these problems of representation are started in the pre-production room. When women are involved in the creation of a project, there is more likely to be female representation. As well as when minorities are a part of a creative team, they are also more likely to be represented. The majority of creators on a television show or movie are male. In 2019, out of the top 250 movies, only 18% of the directors were female, along with only 17% of screenwriters, 21% of executive producers, 30% of all producers, 22% of editors, and only 6% of cinematographers.
What do you girls think? Yeah! Because so often women aren't given a voice in society.
The male-to-female working ratio in Hollywood needs to change, so the stories and the amount of people they can represent can change too. Movies and TV are a part of our everyday life in this modern world. When we see something happen on a screen, we instantly relate it to our own lives. Movies can cheer you up when you're sad, make you feel understood, or open your mind up to new ideas. That's why the media needs to represent all of us, so everyone can feel seen. It's not only representation that matters, but specifically accurate portrayal. People should be able to see someone like them when they watch a TV show or film. Watching a movie should make you smile, cry, think, and all of those important things that make us human. They are what will be representing our generations in the centuries to come when we are no longer here. So let's make sure they portray women, as well as everyone else, as well as possible.
Girls, come on. Leave the saving of the world to the men? I don't think so. I don't think so.